We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Queen Marlene's one son, Prince Obrian, you celebrated your birthday yesterday. Your mom and my good friend, she had asked me to wish you happy birthday yesterday. She's telling me to tell you that you mean the world to her and she loves you very much. Let's hope that you did have a wonderful birthday yesterday and may you live to see lots more. Prince Ryan and Princess Deborah, you are celebrating your first wedding anniversary today. A happy anniversary to both of you. Let's hope that you both will be having a wonderful day today and may you live to enjoy many more years of love and happiness together. Also, Diane Ferguson, also known as Maureen, you are celebrating your birthday today. A happy birthday to you also. In today's journey, we're heading from Newmarket to Middle Quarters and then on to Santa Cruz in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Continue to sit back, continue to relax and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, females, please me I beg you now, be careful. Listen this. Late Thursday night, a female in her early 20s. She left work and she was standing at a bus stop at Runaway Bay in St. Ann to get a taxi to go home. A Toyota Voxy drove up and stopped at the bus stop. The driver, he indicated to her that he was heading to St. Ann's Bay. The female, she went into the front passenger seat and no one else was in the Voxy besides she and the driver. While they were traveling along the roadway, we are told that the driver held onto the female's head and pushed it in her lap. He then pushed something in her side, indicating that it was a gun and if she resisted, he would kill her. The driver, he then drove off the main road into some bushes and he had his way with this female without her consent. When he was done, he then drove onto the main road and let her out of the vehicle. He then drove away with her handbag containing her cell phone, cash and other important documents. The female, she was able to get a drive and she went and reported the matter to the police. And still in St. Ann. This one took place last night, Saturday, November 2, about minutes after 9 o'clock. We are learning that an 18-year-old girl, she was at a fast food establishment in Ochares when she boarded a taxi that was operating on the Ochares to Exchange route. 3 passengers were in the taxi, but they all came out before this 18-year-old female. It is said that on reaching the backstreet area of Great Pond, the driver, he stopped the car and locked the doors of the vehicle and he then proceeded to have intercourse with this female against her consent. After raping the female, the taxi driver, he told her to get out of the vehicle and he drove away, making good his escape. The female, she then went and reported the matter to the police. So, this taxi driver, who we are told is known, he's wanted by the police. Still in St. Ann, Thursday night, October 31, about some minutes to 10 o'clock. The bartender at a bar at Inverness District in the Alexandria Police area of St. Ann, she securely locked it up and went away. When she returned to reopen it Friday morning, it was realized that the bar, it was broken into. Hoodlums forced open the back door and entered. They stole from the bar 2 poker machine boxes valued at 1 million Jamaican dollars, cash, liquor and other items. They then made good their escape. Just like that. This one, it took place early Friday morning, November 1, about 3 o'clock. It took place at Lexford in the Beeston Spring area of Westmoreland. Our information is that a birthday party was being held at a location in the Lexford area. A crowd of persons were in attendance to include a 45-year-old farmer from the area. This farmer, he was inside the venue when it is alleged that two guys from the nearby Belmont district approached him. One of them is called Elton and the other one is called Romaine. It is alleged that both of them, they went to the 45-year-old farmer and instructed him to buy them a drink. The farmer refused, and it is alleged that both guys, they pulled guns on him and instructed him to leave the venue. The farmer, he left, and while he was walking along the roadway, he was accosted by both guys who allegedly pulled guns and opened gunfire at him, hitting him to his left arm. Elton and Romaine, they then made good their escape. The man, he was assisted to hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. In this next report, a female sex worker or a lady of the night, she's now battling for life in hospital. This female is called Nicola and she's about 27 or 28 years old. We did some digging and this is what we found out. Nicola, she's living at a section in the Whitehall community of Negril known as Little Haiti. Now, for those of you who don't know, Little Haiti is a little community across from the Texaco gas station at Whitehall in Negril. So, like I said, Nicola, she's a lady of the night. It is also said that Nicola, she's a cokehead and from time to time, she would carry some guys in the area who solicit her service. It is said that some guys living in the area, they did not like what was happening because it is said that Nicola, she was harboring strange faces in the area. About minutes to 1 o'clock early this morning, Sunday, November 3, Nicola's house was set on fire by some guys in the area. A unit from the Negril fire station responded and they put out the blaze. Whilst the fire was being put out by the firefighters, Nicola and some guys who she had accused of setting the house on fire, they could be heard quarreling in a yard in the community. About 4:30 early this morning, several gunshots were heard being fired in the area. A team of police officers were on patrol near the area and they heard the gunshots. When they went into the Little Haiti community and made checks, Nicola, she was seen lying along a track with multiple gunshot wounds to her right buttocks, her right side and her right shoulder. The police, they rushed with her to hospital where she was treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 8 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, up to the time of recording this video, we hadn't gotten any update as to Nicola's status. But if anything changed, we are going to be updating this story. The mayhem. In this next report, detectives in Portmore, they are carrying out investigation to ascertain how that female on your screen met her death. Her name is Beyonce Brown, but she was popularly known as BB. Next month, on December 22, BB, she would be celebrating her 23rd birthday. She lived at Lorraine Avenue in the Mullines Road area of Kingston. We are told that BB, she was not known to be suffering from any medical condition. What we are learning is that BB, she was involved in a relationship with a JUTC bus driver in his late 20s. This bus driver is living in the Brayton Phase 5 area of Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. On Wednesday afternoon, October 30, about 4:15, the bus driver, he left BB at his home and he went to work. When he left for work, she was said to be dressed in a grey tights and a blue marina. When he returned home from work early the next morning, Thursday, October 31, at minutes after 1 o'clock. BB, she was reportedly seen dressed in the same grey tights and blue marina. She was seen lying lifeless on her back with froth coming from her mouth and her nose. BB, she was DEAD. The police, they were called and they processed the scene. We are told that no mark of violence was seen on BB's body. The police, they are awaiting the result of a post-mortem to ascertain how BB died. Sad indeed. In this next report, that man on your screen, and that's the best photo I could get of him. His name is Joseph Baker, but he was popularly known as Shepherd. Last month, on October 22, Shepherd, he would have celebrated his 38th birthday, and he lived at KlLLED district in the parish of St. Anne. We are learning that Shepherd, he was involved in a relationship with a female, but before Shepherd, that female, she used to talk to a guy named Hanniford, but he's popularly known as Bungi. Bungi is 46 years old and he's a farmer living in the same KlLLED district area. We are learning that the female, she had broken off the relationship with Bungi, but he would not accept that. Sunday night, October 6, about 8 o'clock, Shepherd and the female, they were walking along a section of the KlLLED main road. Bungi, he was in a shop and he saw both of them walking. We are told that Bungi, or is it Bungi? Well, if it is Bungi, St. Anne people, correct me, because I read, I know fake news me here, alright? So it is said that Bungi, or Bungi, he pulled a knife and he and Shepherd, they started to fight. It is alleged that Bungi, he inflicted some serious wounds to Shepherd's chest. We are also told that Bungi, or Bungi, he himself received cuts during the process. Shepherd, he was rushed to the Maypen hospital where he died later. We are also told that Bungi, he turned up at the hospital later with cuts and he was taken into custody by the police. Hanniford, he has since given the police a statement confessing to the crime and he was charged for the offense of murder. He'll be going to the courts shortly. Over in Westmoreland, that female on your screen, she has now been charged by detectives in Westmoreland for the offense of murder. Her name is Safiya Peart. She celebrated her 25th birthday last month on October 6. Safiya, she lived at Ricketts River in the Frome area of Westmoreland. She has been charged for the stabbing death of her boyfriend. There he is on your screen. His name is Deno Kongal. Deno was 23 years old. In the report I carried earlier this week, I had said that Deno, he was from the Burn Savannah area, but I was corrected. Deno, he's actually from Ricketts River, the same area where he was living. On Tuesday morning, October 29, at minutes after 11 o'clock, both Deno and Safiya, they were at home when an argument developed. It is said that both of them pulled knives. In the end, Safiya, she received a cut to her left hand and Deno, he received a stab wound to his shoulder. Deno, he was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. So, Safiya, she is now charged for murder and she'll be going to the courts shortly. Still in Westmoreland, a 38-year-old stepfather is dead and his 34-year-old stepson has been charged for his murder. There is the stepfather on your screen. His name is Lexford Lawson, but he was popularly known as Old School. Like I said, Old School was 38 years old and he lived and operated a bar at Reddell district in the Burn Savannah area of Westmoreland. We are told that Old School, he operated a bar and he lived with his spouse who is in her early 50s. His spouse is the mother of 34-year-old Romaine Ruddock, and Romaine, he's living at the same address. Our information is that Late Monday night, October 28, about 11:30, Romaine and his mother, they were involved in a dispute when the stepfather, Old School, he intervened. A knife and a machete were brought into play, and it is alleged that Romaine, he used the machete to inflict several chop wounds to his stepfather's head and his upper body. We are also told that Romaine, he received some cuts. Old School, he was rushed to the Savannah Hospital by residents where he was treated and admitted in a very serious condition. Romaine, he had left the area on foot. We are told that Romaine, he later attended the Morgansbridge police station where he reported that his stepfather had attacked and cut him. But by this time, the police, they had received information that his stepfather, he was seriously wounded and in hospital. As a result, Romaine, he was taken into police custody. On Wednesday night, October 30, about 9 o'clock, Old School, he died in the Savannah Hospital whilst he was being treated. So, his stepson Romaine, he has now been charged for his murder and he will be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. This one, it took place early this morning. Sunday, November 3, almost 1 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of a sports bar along the Succaba Pen Road in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. Our information is that gunshots were heard being fired in the area. When the shooting subsided and residents went and made checks, a guy who we have not yet gotten his correct name or his biodata, but we are told that he's called O'Neill or Artist. Artist is said to be from the area. We are told that Artist, he was seen lying face down along the roadway in a pool of blood. The police, they were called, and when they inspected Artist, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. Artist, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 5 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? And if you are tired of hearing me say that, that's for your business. Got it? So, have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, the war is on in Mount Salem in St. James and threats are being hurled left, right, and center. On Thursday, October 24, Donovan Hayles, also known as Pepper, and he's from the Green Pond community. He was shot and killed at Campbell's Lane in Mount Salem. Based on video footage that has been making the rounds, and one of the killers who was held by the soldiers shortly after the shooting, it is being said that the murder, it was carried out by members of the so-called Kaitan Defense Force, or KDF for short. This gang is said to be led by Clive, Lawson, also known as Greedy, and based on the video footage making the rounds, persons have concluded that Greedy, he was one of Pepper's killers. Since then, Greedy's aunt, Karen, who operates a bar along the Mount Salem main road, she had to take care of herself because word on the street was that she was marked for death. On Monday last week, there was a reprisal attack for the killing of Pepper. 2 guys were shot and injured in the vicinity of a shop in the area. We are told that bullets also damaged a fridge and other items in that shop. 2 days later, the owner for the shop, we are told that he was called Trevor Sparks. He dropped down and died from what was suspected to be a heart attack. That guy on your screen, his name is Obrian Lawrence, but he was popularly known as Archin or Chino. He was 31 years old and he lived in the Mount Salem Main Road area. Archin, he was said to be aligned to the KDF and his name has been called on at least 2 murders in the area. Friday morning, November 1, about 10:30. Archin and another guy from Keaton Lane, they were walking along the Mount Salem Main Road, right in the vicinity of the Zozo checkpoint at Clark Street. And when Mr. Checkpoint, I'm talking about an area where both soldiers and at least 1 police are based on a 24-hour basis. While they were walking along the road, a white Toyota Axia motor car drove up and stopped. The guy who was walking with Archin, he realized what was happening and he ran off, making good his escape. The hoodlums jumped out of the Axio and they opened gunfire, hitting Archin to his head and his upper body. They then jumped back into the car and they made good their escape. Archin, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 8 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them broke out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell